The origin of this series has started with many conversations I had throughout my life about fitness and health and wellness in general. And as a fitness professional, I started on Facebook and I posted a simple fact. And I titled it Uncomfortable Truth because hearing it with no context would make you uncomfortable. And I was trying to start a conversation with people. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But the whole goal was just to dispel myths, misinformation, and rumors and give you the honest truth. Hey everyone, Coach LB here. It's time for me to explain another uncomfortable truth. The uncomfortable truth was there's no way to target fat loss. So you can't just target your belly fat or your flabby arms. So, in looking at this, you have to understand that fat loss from your own body is going to be coming from the places where you're retaining the most fat. So, fat loss should be looked at in a different way. There's a different perspective. You cannot rid your body of fat cells unless you surgically remove them from your body. Fat cells will shrink, just like your muscles shrink and grow depending on how much you work them or how much you do not work them. Fat cells operate in the same way. Your body is storing energy as fat. That means there's more energy stored in those cells. Those cells grow larger because of the energy storage. If you look at it from that perspective, you're not targeting any particular part of your body in fat loss. Your body is naturally going to use places that have higher stores of fat to utilize that fat as energy. And when we're talking about energy, it has to do with the energy potential within the body. And to talk about the energy stored in fat, that is a whole nother topic. It's one I will address later because that can get quite complex. But fat stores can give you more energy than your carbohydrate stores. And protein does not give you energy. It repairs muscles, it repairs your body, but I digress.
Everybody got that?
When we're looking at fat loss in particular, there's no way to target it. There is something you can do though. When you're on a trend of losing fat, you can actually track where it's coming from. And you might be places that you didn't even realize you had a whole lot of fat, but it is going to come off of you from the places that you have the most. So if it's in your belly, then your belly will start to get smaller. Like I said, fat loss is taken across the entire body, and your body is going to use the most readily available sources. Another thing about fat loss is that the more fat you lose, the more of that energy that you have stored from the fat cells you use, and the lower body fat percentage you have, it becomes that much harder to get lower. It takes a lot of dedication, and it is extremely difficult to get past a certain point in body fat percentage, especially the older you get, because you don't get younger, so you get older and your body ages and processes start slowing down. Here's a quick note from the editor's desk. The term I was trying to describe so ungracefully was the law of diminishing returns. Normally we talk about this in finances and economics, but it also works on the human body, which means the more work you put in, the harder it is to see results. It's why you see a plateau after you've been doing good for so while, because it just gets harder. Sometimes things need to change, but the less body fat you have, the harder it's going to be to get rid of. And in case you were wondering, I brought a ring light with me to a conference because I knew I would be doing video editing while I was here. One of the biggest ways that we always try to focus on fat loss or weight loss, but what we're really looking at most times is fat loss, is by changing our diet, which is caloric deficit. We want to be in a caloric deficit. There's multiple ways to get into a caloric deficit. One of them is by eating less. Another is by doing more. And there's so many factors that go into maintaining that caloric deficit to keep you on track. But like I said, lower body fat percentage you have, the harder it is going to be to maintain that steady state of loss, and you may plateau. And really, when it comes down to if you plateau, is are you happy where you're at?
Are you happy?
When you're trying to spot, like, I'm gonna go do a ton of crunches and planks because I want to get rid of my belly fat. You may have some other areas that also need to go as well, and that's why that belly fat is not coming off as fast as you want. Also, it's a process. It takes a while. It can be fast, and it normally is really fast at first, and then it slows down. Keep at it. Don't give up.
Don't think I can take that kind of rejection.
Lifestyle is a huge factor in this. So like I said, the less body fat percentage you have, the harder it's gonna get, and it's gonna tax your determination and your lifestyle. But keep at it. I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I need your help. I am trying to change how we have the conversation about health, fitness, and wellness. So if you like the content that I'm bringing to you, then leave a like, subscribe, or even just share the video with friends, family, co-workers, classmates, anyone. And if you have a topic that you'd like me to discuss and use my expertise on in a future video, then leave it in the comments. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you in the next video.